So what I want to talk about today are situations where we have slope-intercept form, but it is actually an application for some situation. Okay. So do you remember, maybe somebody turned back when we talked about slope? So way back, what does that say right there?
Rate of change.
Rate of change. Okay. Our slope is a rate of change. What is a rate of change that we just talked about? 30 miles per hour. That is a rate of change. You get paid $12 per hour. That is a rate. Well, I'm sorry. Okay. What's another example of a rate? Your heart beats 80 beats per minute. That's beautiful. Okay.
That's so beautiful.
Now, our y-intercept is B. When we graphed, what did we use B for? Yeah, that's where we begin, right? Okay. So in terms of an application, this is where we begin for whatever amount we're talking about. It's our beginning amount. Okay. We're still beginning there. Okay. So what we need to be able to do today is we need to be able to take a situation, write out slope-intercept form, know what it means, know how to use it. Okay. I'm really excited about this first example. Brady, how about you read the first example out loud? It's fine. Let him read. Okay. Does anybody have like a fruit tree in their backyard, like an apple tree, a pear tree? Good. Okay. Fruit just falls off the tree. Okay. So you got 10 coconuts at the base of your tree, and coconuts are falling off at a rate. A rate. Our rate is 6 coconuts per week. What did we talk about our rate was going to be? Oh, whatever rate we have is our slope. So here is our slope. Okay. Do we have a beginning amount of coconuts? We start Okay. So y equals mx plus b. Okay, so we're counting out how many coconuts per. Okay, so we are going to label our y-axis coconuts per week is what we're going to label our x-axis as. Okay, so remember your slope is rise over run. So our rise corresponds with our y-axis and our run corresponds with our x-axis, okay? So since our slope is coconuts per week, we label coconuts on the side per week on the bottom. Brillia. Don't fall through my wall. Okay. Who can tell me how we interpret the slope? Oh, we gotta graph this. Sorry. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Since my slope is 6, I think it's going to be easier if I count 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36.
A lot of work.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Okay. Here is something that is going to make you maybe feel a little bit uncomfortable. We do not have to count by the same number on the x-axis as we do the y-axis. So on our x-axis, I am going to count 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. You can't do that? Right, really small. Okay. All right, so what is our y-intercept? 10 coconuts. So I would say 10 coconuts is right here. Wouldn't you? Okay. Now our slope is 6/1. So if our slope is 6/1, rise 6 and run 1. Well, notice my rising 6 would be to here, but my running 1 would be here. Remember, I'm counting different on my rise than I am my run. So every grid mark going for my run is 1, but every grid mark going up is 6. So I'm going to go up 6 to 16 and then over 1. I'm going to go up 6 to 22 and then over 1. No? Okay, so what does 6 mean? Okay, so our slope is the rate of coconuts per week. Coconuts is a weird word to spell. I don't know why, but it looks funny. Cocoa nuts. Hey, how about our y-intercept? Our y-intercept is 10. What does that stand for? Okay. Starting amount. Cocoa nuts. What? Oh, can you go to the next? Okay.
What does everyone ask them? What are they gonna do?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Give you a
They'll
ice
do
pack.
like, give me an ice pack. Oh, I need an ice pack. Here's me.
Okay. Now, here's where it gets fun. I want to know, how many coconuts will there be at the base of the tree after 3 weeks? How do you know that? I don't think either number is right. So we can, number 1, look at the graph. I don't know if that's going to help us completely, or we can come up here. Where would I plug 3 into? Yeah. So y equals 6 times 3 plus 10. Okay, since week is over here on our x-axis, we're gonna plug 3 in for x. Okay. We're gonna have 28 coconuts at the base of our tree. How will we walk through? Are you okay with why we plugged 3 in for x? So how about this one? The tree will have no coconuts on it when there are 52 coconuts at the base of the tree. How many weeks will this occur? Okay, so how many weeks means what are we going to be solving for? Up here, when we had 3 weeks, we put 3 in for x. So now what does how many weeks mean? We need to solve for x. Okay, and 52 is going to go where? 52 is going to go for y. So if y equals 6x plus 10, we are going to put 52 in for y. Okay, all right, so how do we, no, I'm going to move this all over. Okay, so what do we need to do to solve this? Well, I want to get x by itself, so what should I move? Okay, so we have 42 equals 6x. Now what? Divide by 6. So it's going to take us 7 weeks for all of our coconuts to fall. That's a long time. Yeah.
I know, my house is great.
Okay, we're going to jump to example 3. We're going to jump to example 3. Okay. There is a $10 monthly membership fee to download music, and there is a 50-cent fee for each song. Write and graph a linear equation that models the cost of downloading X songs per month. Okay. So of these numbers, which one is a starting point and which one is a rate? Bronson, what do you think? So here's our rate, 50 cents per song. And here is our start amount. Okay. So if this is slope and this is B, then we have y equals 0.5 m plus 10. Oh, that should be an X. I'm sorry. Thank you, Corin. Okay, now here is something. So let's describe our rate. This 50 cents is what? 50 cents per song. So here is our dollar amount per song. So this is the dollar amount per song. So 1 song, 2 song, 3 song, 4 song, 5 song, whatever. Okay. Now, since my slope is 50 cents per song, I'd like to count my y-axis by 50 cents. But if I start at 0, am I gonna have enough room? No. So this is what I want you to do. If I make this little symbol, that means I cut out some of my y-axis. And yeah, it starts at 0, but then I cut out some of it. And then I'm gonna start at 10, and then 10.50, and then 11, and then 11.50. Why did I do 10? At the rate. My y-intercept is 10, so I thought that'd be a good place to start. When Bronson's back. Okay. So now if my slope is 50 cents, okay, let's just imagine this is like over 1. I'm gonna rise 50 cents and run 1. So that is why I labeled it right here. So I'm gonna rise 50 cents and run 1 song. Rise 50 cents and run 1 song. Okay, so if I ask you, what is the cost of downloading 15 songs? 15 songs. Is 15 songs gonna go in for X or is it gonna go in for Y? Look at our graph. Where do you see songs? So okay, so Bennett, help us out. Can you take 0.50 times 15 and add it to 10? $17.5. So now, how many songs did you download if your cost is 32? So now that I have an amount, that is going to be the Y. Okay, so when we solve this, we are going to have to subtract the 10 over. And then since 0.5 is being multiplied to X, we are going to have to divide by 0.5. So 22 divided by 0.5. So we downloaded 44 songs.
Oh, smart.
I feel like this lesson took changes in YouTube.
It did.
It did. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and take a pause. And I'm gonna say that your homework is only page 22. And what we'll do is tomorrow, we'll finish up examples 2 and 4. Okay. Okay, now let's talk about something real quick. How do we know which one's the Y and which one's the X? Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to think about your rate. Okay, since this slope was dollar, like the amount per song. Well, let's write that as a fraction. We would write dollars over song. Okay, well, since our slope is rise over run, rise is money, run is song. That's why we labeled our rise as the amount and our run as the song. Let's go back up to our coconut example. Okay. Our slope was coconuts per week. So if we write that as a fraction, coconuts over week, coconuts per week. So here's our rise, here's our run. So we are going to label our rise as coconuts and our run as week. Okay. Okay. Now, when you look at your homework, okay, for number 1, you're gonna have to do the same thing that we did in number 3. So maybe just go ahead and make this symbol now so you remember that you need to do that. But you will not need to do that in number 2. Number 2, you can just label normally, okay? So all you need to do is page 22